Aloha, Dan McDonald, the Life Regenerator, coming to you live from the island of Kauai. Today I've got a very special recipe for you. This is the best guacamole in the universe. I'm going to take a couple of the best avocados in the world. They grow right outside my office. I'm not just saying that because these avocados grow on my land. I'm saying that because it is the absolute truth. And everyone who tries them says the same thing. They are the perfect consistency every time. Flavor off the charts. So that segues into the quality of your ingredients is going to be equivalent to how much you're going to enjoy your food. And if you are doing your very best to eat healthy food, you're going to want to source mineral rich, as locally grown and fresh as possible. It's the minerals that give things their flavor. I thought that tomatoes were little red balls of cardboard flavor all my life because, you know, my parents would go to Safeway and buy tomatoes. And then one day, after I'd been raw for a few years, I had a purple Cherokee. And it was just like, bam! And I was like, oh my God, I love tomatoes now. So now what I've learned to do is to, hey, Mr. Manager, can I taste these apples? Some Fuji apples are sweet, some are sour. It depends on the soil they're grown in. And when they're just right, they make your lemon ginger blast taste on the next level. So you have to source and do your absolute very best to source ingredients that have their full flavor. I got a bowl here to mix the guacamole. So if you want to do me a favor, I always ask one person to take a little bit of time and transcribe this recipe down below for all the other viewers on our YouTube community here. I really appreciate you taking the time to do that. That saves me time to go to Facebook and make the next video. So thank you very much for doing that. I'm measuring everything on this recipe video, so it'll be really, really easy for you. I'm just going to take 2 medium-sized avocados. Most of the avocados that you get are from California, and they're all approximately this same size right here. On the island of Kauai, we have a lot of different sizes. I had an avocado this big, and I showed a picture of it. It took up the whole cutting board, and it made the knife look like a tiny little pocket knife, and it made an average size avocado look like a little pin drop. And it went viral on Instagram, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. You never know what's going to go viral. So you keep on putting out the content. That's if you're a content creator. And since I put up 1, 2, 3 videos a day, I would say that that's what I am. So I'm going to mash this just a little bit. I'm going to actually get it started with the knife here. These are a little bit firmer. That's what's so good about these avocados. They're easily extracted from the peel, and yet they're smooth, buttery, creamy, and firm, and mineral rich. The gardener, in his intelligence, thankfully, I don't know if you know this, honey, or not, but he puts all the grass clippings underneath the avocado tree. And then what happens is the grass, that's the little tidbit. I mean, I know this is an avocado video, and a lot of people like get to the point, but this guy's loaded with information that can be useful at some point. But here's what I'm trying to say, is that when you put the compost underneath your fruit trees, it rots. What that does is it makes an environment where the microbial activity is much higher. So the worms are more there, the little bugs, the microorganisms have something to feed off of. When we've got these monocrops of agriculture, they just have a little bit of dirt, a few nutrients, even if it's organic, and they don't dump the decomposing matter back into the soil to create those huge microbial diversity that creates, then that breaks down the minerals in the soil to make it bioavailable for the plant, to make it bioavailable to you, and the sunlight and the water, and then it creates this cataclysm of flavor and nutrition. So it makes a big difference in the food that you eat for the nutritional density and for your electrical capacity, minerals. So there's this guy over here, I just have to tell you this story. It's like there's this guy over here that grows, he's the coconut guy at the coconut stand. You've seen me there before. But he takes all the coconut fronds that fall, and then he surrounds these citrus trees with those coconut fronds, and as they rot away, you taste his citrus compared to anyone else's citrus, and they don't do that. So nobody hardly ever does that, so nobody really grows good food anymore that much. On the island here of Kauai, boom, yes they do. They grow amazing food. We have good soil, and it's called the Garden Island, and people are very conscious. So I just want to let you know that, because if you're like, I'm going to go fruits and vegetables, and then you're getting like always getting just the standard grocery store organics, you're not going to get that same flavor. So you are becoming savvy at going out and finding the best foods, because there's farmers everywhere, and you can eat better food that's natural if it has that more natural flavor, and then you don't have to cook it and spice it all to heck to make it flavorful, like those tomatoes at Safeway where you have to put all kinds of stuff on there. Otherwise it just tastes like watery cardboard and it's worthless. These avocados have flavor. This is cilantro, which has a lot of flavor. That's 1 cup of cilantro into the mix. Then I have 1/2 cup of chopped cherry tomatoes here, but you can use heirloom tomatoes. Any kind of tomatoes will work. 1/2 of a cup. The next ingredient is 1/3 of a cup of red peppers finely chopped. So you're finely chopping the avocado, because this is a handmade traditional style of guacamole, hand smashed. You can use a food processor with an S-blade, and you don't have to really mince everything to this size with the knife, and it makes it a little bit easier. You can just toss everything into the food processor, whip it with the S-blade for 30 seconds or a minute, and then you've got your guacamole. Next is 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. So that's just 1 clove right there. And then I just put a little bit of the lime juice here. I should save that for last. I should definitely put about, let's see, probably a 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt here. And then the magic ingredient here, my friend, is the curry blend from Kauai Pharmacy. This stuff is amazing. This, my kids love it, my partner loves it, everybody that comes over loves it. They put it on their salads, they put it in their avocado, they put it in their dressings for their wraps. It makes everything just dialed up another notch. All you need is a little tiny pinch. A little goes a long way. Boom. I'm going to go with the double flavor today. This curry powder is one of a kind in all the world. It is very, very unique flavor. You'll never find anything that even comes close to it. You have to try it for yourself if you really want to know. There's a link down below to the Kauai Pharmacy. I love those guys over there, what they're doing, and I love all their herbal offerings to the world. This is next level. So I'm going to take some lime juice now and get that salt and that curry blend to come alive. And this is for my partner. This is her lunch. And so what I'm going to do is mash all this up really well. And then I'm going to let it all sit and let all those flavors marinate. And it's a really, really juicy, delicious, super dense guacamole, but it has the red pepper and the onion, or not the onion, but the red pepper and the tomato. And that's another thing too. You can put onion as an option if you like. So look at that. Boom. Okay, we are done for the day. If you're interested, you can go check out the Kauai Pharmacy website. And they have a whole bunch of free information on the benefits of all the different herbs they grow. So it's just another great resource, an educational resource, very detailed on all the benefits of the herbs that they grow there at the pharmacy. So thank you so much for taking your time to spend with me today. If you are so inclined, you can give this video a thumbs up. That's really awesome. That lets me know that you are appreciating what I'm doing here. I enjoy it very much. You can leave a comment down below. And if you haven't yet, I would love it if I showed up in your feed because you became a subscriber of mine. So please subscribe to these videos if you haven't already so we can get to know each other better. I'll show you this. Boom. So she's going to just take lettuce with that today. As a matter of fact, just some amazing local, very small little heads of red lettuce. That's what she's going to have. But you can use cucumbers, or my favorite, zucchini. She's just going to take those little leaves and dip them in the guacamole. Carrot sticks, celery sticks, zucchini chips. Dip it in your guacamole, put that on your DTM's world famous raw tacos or whatever, and enjoy. Thank you very much. Have an awesome day. Peace.